I've been using the MX Master 4 as my daily driver mouse for over 30 days now, and no, it wasn't sent to me in one of those fancy press boxes for a placement. I bought it myself, and honestly I feel a little bit scammed. Because in all the reviews, which surprisingly all dropped right on release day, this mouse was hyped up as a total game changer compared to its predecessor, which is why I thought I had to upgrade from the 3S right away. Little spoiler, this ring here for example, that everyone was so excited about, has actually been available on the predecessors for months, but somehow nobody mentioned it when the money is right. So in this video we will look at what actually improved, what might be even worse, and whether you should buy this mouse or stick with the previous model. Here's my 30-day review. Let's start with the design, and to be fair, there are actually some upgrades here. For example, this vertical scroll wheel, it was moved back a bit, which makes scrolling much more ergonomic, which is great for video editing. The mouse itself is also a bit larger now, but if you're coming from the previous model, you probably won't notice much of a difference. The most obvious design change though is the material. The old model had that rubber coating that looked terrible after just a few weeks, while the MX Master 4 uses plastic on the outside, making the mouse much more robust, and I haven't found any yellow stains yet. Otherwise, almost everything remains the same scroll wheel, the clicks are just as quiet as before, and the side buttons are identical too. Except for one, which brings me to one of my biggest complaints, the haptic feedback and that extra button. The idea is nice, and yes, I have to admit the haptic feedback when clicking is pretty well done, similar to a MacBook trackpad, but as nice as it feels, you will never feel it again after setting it up, because neither Windows nor macOS actually use that feedback in apps. I think the only supported app so far is Photoshop, and even there only in certain situations. Otherwise, that button's only function is to trigger the action ring. You can assign shortcuts to it, but honestly I can count on one hand how often I actually use them. What Logitech is selling here as a new feature has been available on the previous models for months, so if you, unlike me, have a use case for this function, keep in mind you can get this on the predecessor too. And unlike all the bot reviews for the MX4, let me quickly talk about Lofree and give you my honest opinion. Because they launched a few new keyboards, and since my channel is already thousands of dollars in the red, I just emailed them to ask if they would send me units for this video. Well, here they are, the Lofree Flow 2 and the Lite. Let's start with the Lite, and honestly, what can I say? Typing on this keyboard is incredibly fun, the switches feel surprisingly premium, pretty much on the same level as the Flow 2, and the minimalist design looks great on any desk setup. My only small complaint is the case. Compared to the keycaps, it feels a bit less refined, but you only really notice that when lifting it up. If that bothers you, you can go for the Flow 2, it's only a little more expensive, but made entirely of aluminum, and I believe pretty much the highest quality low profile keyboard on the market right now. So if you want to grab something from Lofree, because currently there's a 15% Black Friday discount, then use the link below. Back to the MX Master 4, what's my conclusion after 30 days? Don't get me wrong, this is still probably the best productivity mouse on the market and ergonomically top level. But what mainly bothers me is Logitech's marketing and therefore the price, because paying an extra $50 over the 3S just to finally get robust material and haptic feedback is nonsense in my opinion. So if you are looking for a new mouse right now, definitely grab the 3S, it's currently around $75, and for that price it's a 10 out of 10. Unless you want the white version, then unfortunately you have to go for the 4, because I can't recommend the white 3S. I hope this video helped you out, see you next week, have a great day and bye.